This is 9-7 dilations. Try the warm-up and pause the video while you do that. Hit play when you're ready to see the answer. So I added 2 to each coordinate, and I wrote my answer with A prime, B prime, and C prime. Okay, so a dilation now is not an isometry. So this one changes the size of a figure, but not the shape. So if we look at example 1, that's not a dilation because it changed the shape. But in example B, the shape got larger, but remained the same shape. So the size changed, but the shape did not. So yes, that's a dilation. On a sketch of a flower, 4 inches represents 1 inch of the actual flower. So for the sketch, 4 inches on the actual flower is 1 inch. If the flower has a 3-inch diameter in the sketch, find the diameter of the actual flower. And so this is a proportion, so we're just going to cross multiply. So 3 equals 4x. Divide both sides by 4. And so x is 3/4 inches. Try the now you try. Pause the video, hit play when you're ready to see the answer. So first I found the perimeter of the photo. So you can either draw a visual, which I did on the right, and the perimeter is 90. Or you can use the formula for perimeter of a rectangle, which is 2L plus 2W, and the perimeter is 90 centimeters. And then after that, I set up my proportion. So the painting was 4:1, and the perimeter of the photo is 90. So I'm wondering what the perimeter of the painting will be. 90 centimeters. So now I'm going to cross multiply. 4 times 90 is 360 centimeters is equal to 1x. And so that has to be my answer. So when we have a scale factor, that's k, and that's what we're multiplying by to find out the new coordinates. So in the pre-image, we have point P is -4, 4. Q is -2, -2, and R is 4, 0, but it has a scale factor, K, which is -1/2. And so I'm going to be multiplying both the X and Y by -1/2. So P prime, -4 times -1/2, well, I know it's going to be positive because it's 2 negatives, and then half of 4 is 2. And then for the 4 times -1/2, that's 1 negative, so it's going to be negative, and half of 4 is 2. Now Q prime, same thing, I'm multiplying by -1/2 again. So -2 times -1/2 is going to be positive, half of 2 is 1. So 1, 1. And then R prime, half of 4 is 2, but it was a negative, 1 negative, and then 0 times anything is 0. So there's my figure, and it's asking us to draw both of them. So the pre-image, -4, 4, that's P, -2, -2 is Q, and 4, 0 is R. So a pretty large triangle here. And then we're going to shrink down this image with a scale factor of -1/2. When you take half of something, it's going to be smaller. So P prime is 2, -2. And Q prime is 1, 1. And R prime is -2, 0. So not only did this shrink down, but if you notice, the letters also rotated. And that's because of the negative. So I think it says it right here. If the scale factor of a dilation is negative, the pre-image is rotated by 180 degrees. So that's what happened in this case. So for this now you try, I see that the scale factor is going to be negative again, which means that not only is the image going to enlarge, because it's being doubled, 2 multiplied by 2, so it's going to get bigger, but it's also going to be rotating. So pause the video and try this, and then hit play when you're ready to see the answer. So as you can see, the blue image was an enlarged image of the red, and it also rotated.